What's up everyone, Creative here, and I've been building decks creatively since 2016. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys my Trickstar deck profile. So let's get into it, shall we?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Let the good times roll!
Now, of course, as you can probably tell by that little intro, I'm actually the Joker of YuGiOh. I'm a good friend of the Creativeduelist. I'm actually going to be taking over his channel today, but so you can still see a bit of the Creativeduelist, I've got the special token he sent to me right there. So the Creativeduelist is, of course, still in this video. Now, I want to be giving you guys this deck profile. I want to put it on his channel because this actually is quite a bit updated. And I've noticed on Creativeduelist's channel, he does not have a Trickstar burn variant deck, and I just had to I had to give him one, and hopefully, you know, help you guys that love playing Trickstars, and hopefully you guys really do enjoy it. So let's just get right into it. So for the monster lineup, I'm of course running triple Candina, triple Ygobros, and that one Lilybell. The reason I run Candina is pure and simple. Candina is the searcher, Ygobros is the burner, and Lilybell is just that absolutely lovely lady that just keeps on attacking directly, and shuffle back Ygobros from your graveyard to your hand. Now, I don't recommend running two of Lilybell because you're just going to brick with her, and even sometimes with one you can brick with her, but it's always nice to have her just as a little backup plan. Now, sadly, this deck is not budget because of the hand traps in this deck, so be mindful of that, but the cards are coming down in price, so while they're down in price, I recommend picking them up. I'm running triple Ash, which currently is a $40 card, triple Droll, you can actually get the LCKC one for $10, and double Ghost Ogre. Now, I only run the two Ghost Ogres, even though I could run a third because I do actually own a third. I only run the two because I found that I was bricking so much with the burn variant of always running three, so bumping it down to two has really helped. Ash just stops that annoying card, and Droll, you just have to Droll and lock them with that combo, which I'll be showing towards the very end of this video. So that's it for the monster lineup. Now moving on to the spells, I'm running triple Light Stage, triple Terraforming to search for my Light Stage. Now, Light Stage, if you don't already know what it does, it searches for a Trickstar monster, and you can target one of your opponent's back rows and just super annoyingly, you know, stop them from activating it until the end of the turn, or right away when you activate its effect, because for the rest of the time they can't activate it, and if they can't activate it at the very end of the turn, then it is destroyed, which is super fun to do. Don't ever, you know, not use her effect. Even if they've got one card, make sure you always use her effect. It's a lot better to always use than not use, of course. Then, because it's the burn variant, I'm running triple Darkroom of Nightmare. Now, this is a card that you probably don't see often in a Trickstar deck, and probably not often in Trickstar burn decks because there aren't many around. But Darkroom of Nightmare is such a spicy tech card for me. I actually top 8 a lot of my locals because of this card alone, and it is just it's just so much fun. I will actually be showing you guys a combo towards the very end of this video involving the Drolls and then also the Darkroom of Nightmare. And then the next card, which is the triple Chain Summoning, I'll also be showing you guys that little combo if you haven't already seen it by now. But yes, Chain Summoning just gives you additional summons, and 9 out of 10 I can always go into it because I've got Light Stage, you know, Terraforming to search for the Light Stage, a Candina in my hand, and as long as I can get a Ygobros or one of the other pieces, Chain Summoning can always be resolved. Then I'm running a double Pot of Desires for that draw power. The only thing that really is annoying with this card though is if you activate it, you have to banish the 10, and if they ash it, then you're down 10 cards. But if they don't ash you, then it's really nice to use. For the one-offs, I'm running one Dark Hole, one Regeki, and one Monster Reborn, just to bring back my powerful cards. I honestly use just these two cards so much, or at least, you know, Dark Hole and Monster Reborn so much, because I'll go Dark Hole, destroy their field, Monster Reborn, bring it back. I don't know why Konami brought this back, but the fact that they did, I'm going to be using it till they get rid of it again. God knows when that's going to happen though. And then for my trap lineup, I'm running, of course, the triple Reincarnation, because, you know, just banish it from the graveyard, use it as a Monster Reborn, banish your opponent's hand, and it's super fun. Double Present card, and I run this because I actually, as I said, I run the burn variant, and If you go second and your opponent sets everything face down, it's always nice to have a present card because you can activate it as either the final chain, or if it's the only one you're activating, the first chain. It forces them to draw 5 cards, and then you can burn them from there. And then for the last one, double disturbance strategy. I wouldn't run these all at 3 ofs. If anything, if Reincarnation got semi-limited the next ban list, I'd chuck in a 3rd disturbance strategy, if anything at all. Then for the last trap card, I'm running that 1 Solemn Judgment. Now moving on to the side deck. Here's what I'm running, and my side deck is actually going to be changing. I'm waiting on 3 cards, so although at the moment I am running the double Solemn Strikes and the 1 Solemn Warning, I do want to be actually getting these taken out because I don't ever side these, and hell, I use Solemn Judgment just to get around annoying stuff, but I barely ever side these in. At a lot of the games I actually win, I don't ever side these in, which really is funny because every time, if I go first, then it's always good to have in the main deck, but, primarily I want to be burning them for that OTK, FTK, so I don't really want to give them a chance to play more, so that's why I don't run in the main. And running in the side, I mean, if I go second, primarily I want to have present card and just burn them and make sure they've got no board. So that's why having these 3 traps I am going to be taking out and actually putting in Called Down by the Grave, or Called by the Grave, I'm pretty sure the card is called. Because pretty much it just negates that annoying hand trap that you don't want to be used against you. Yeah, I know I run hand traps, but I mean, hell, even against Subterrors, if they use Fiendness, then it's always nice to have Called Down by the Grave. There are just so many different cards to use it against. Hell, even using it against a Invocation deck, you can banish the Light Monster, make sure they don't use that, and it's just so much fun. So that's why I'm going to be taking out these 3 for Called Down by the Grave as soon as I get that card. But then for the rest, it will be staying as it is, and that is Double Honest, because pretty much it's just a power creeper. You power up your monsters, you get over anything, it's super fun. The Kaiju engine, because it basically gets around any field, as long as you've got it. I was not running this Kaiju engine for a really long time. It was silly of me. Now that Dracos are a big problem, still with Masterpiece and all that, it's really nice to have something that can get over Masterpiece super easily and distribute over it, so it's nice to have the Kaiju engine. Then I'm running triple Cosmic Cyclone. Once again, I don't main deck this because primarily I am trying to, FTK my opponent. I am trying to burn them quicker, so I don't like having cards that don't primarily do that straight away. So when they force me to go second, that's when I'm putting in the Cosmic Cyclones just to get around the annoying back row cards that I don't want to deal with. And then for my last ones, I'm running triple Anti-Spell Fragrance against those, spell heavy decks, primarily Pendulums. So that's it for the side. As I said with the Solemn Strikes, I am going to be taking these out for Called Down by the Grave. So that's it, as I said, for the side. Now moving on to the last bit, which is the extra deck. Now, even though this is the burn variant and I barely go into most of these monsters, it's always nice to have these cards because the fact that I can go into anyone at any particular time that might help me, it is really useful. So I'm running 1 Decode Talker, 1 Holy Angel, 1 Black Catbat, and 1 Underclock Taker for the links. Decode Talker, it's basically your generic one. Let's say, you've got Holy Angel and you've got a Ghost Digger in your hand, or one of the ones that, you don't really go into anything. You just summon her out, go into Decode Talker, and, use your reincarnations, power up Decode Talker and make it a lot of fun. Holy Angel extends your burn combos and all that. Same with Black Catbat, but as soon as the new Hyperstar, which is the Link monster that's coming out in the Cyber Horizon box, I will be taking out Black Catbat for that because it powers it up the light monsters even more. And Underclock Taker pretty much just, target one of your monsters, target one of theirs, and lowers the attack of it by so much, and it's just super fun to play. Then for my rank 4s, I'm running 1 Silent Anarch, 1 Castell, 1 Heartland Draco, 1 Buguska. Now I run and 1 Diamond Dire Wolf. Now I run these particular 5 because, Silent Anarch, it's a nice protection card, and also, you get around those annoying special summon monsters. Same with Castell. Heartland Draco for that direct attack. Buguska, which is just super a trolly card. And Diamond Dire Wolf just to destroy that annoying card that I don't want to deal with. Now, those are the only rank 4s I play, because primarily I don't go into a lot of rank 4 plays. Most of the time I like going into just burning, or I'll go into my Holy Angel and one of my rank 3 cards, which are Fortune Tune, Granastosaurus, Super Quantal Mech Beast, Acid Golem, Nightmare Shark, and 1 Phantom Knights with a Break Sword. Now, primarily, as I said, yeah, I do go into the rank 3s a lot more than the rank 4s because I don't like bringing out Candina so much. But Fortune Tune I run as like a small protection card that can easily, stall the game and it recycles back my Lycoris. Granastosaurus because when it destroys something, I can use its effect and then burn them for 1,000, which is sometimes all you need. Super Quantal Mech Beast because, it destroys one of their back row. Acid Golem because it basically gets over everything, even, the annoying Masterpiece, as long as they don't have a card to destroy it in their graveyard, by banishing it. Nightmare Shark because, just that direct attack, and Phantom Knights is a Break Sword because it destroys basically anything I want to get rid of. And that's why I run it. I mean, primarily I use its effect so much of, it's helped me so much, even with having Monster Reborn. Half the time, hell, what I'll do is I'll go, activate the Phantom Knights effect, having a reincarnation set, having one of my Trickstars in the grave. It doesn't even matter which one. Let's just say, hell, it's Lycoris because I want to burn him the next turn. 9 out of 10, if I know they're only on so much, I'll activate the Phantom Knights of the Break Swords effect, pop to my reincarnation, destroy theirs, they've got nothing left, activate the reincarnation, bring back Lycoris and attack the game. And it's just super an annoying fun combo that not many actually ever expect, and that's the fun part. You gotta think outside the box, and that's why, I am the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I'm going to be showing you guys some fun combos that I like. I'm going to show you guys 3 quick and easy fun combos that you can use. It doesn't really take much to learn this deck. As long as you know what you're doing half the time, it can be really easy to pick up. So for this first combo, there are just 3 cards that you need, but I'm going to be getting all the combo pieces out all at once for you guys, just to make it a lot easier, because as you can see, yeah, you do run like 3 of every single card that is your main combo card, and the reason I do this is because I wanted to try and make the deck a loop deck. And what I mean by this is, regardless of what you get as a hand, you can pretty much cycle back into one of your multiple burn combos. So for this first combo, it's pretty simple. Just having these 3 cards or any of your draw cards that you've got, you can straight up lock them down because you go set 1 reincarnation, set 2. Now, you don't activate this during the draw phase. That's where a lot of people can get mistaken. It has to be during the standby phase. So as soon as that standby phase goes off, you go reincarnation, wait for it to resolve, activate the other reincarnation, chain it withdrawal, bam, they are locked down. They're super salty, but you're going to be winning the game a lot easier. Then for this next combo, I'm going to be showing you guys the chain summoning combo. So as you can see, I've already organized all the cards very nicely to pretty much the main cards that you need. So chain summoning combo just requires, just having chain summoning, having Lycoris, and a Candina. Now, let's say you've got, these, you've got these 4 cards, or hell, you've only got these 3 cards. As long as you can get to that other Candina, as I said, you can pull off this combo. So let's say, you don't have the light stage already, but that doesn't really matter at this point. That's all in your deck. You go Candina, you activate Candina's effect, chain it with Lycoris, chain it with chain summoning. Then this resolves. So chain summoning goes to the graveyard, Lycoris is special summoned, and Candina still gets to search. So primarily you do want to be searching for that light stage, just so you can activate light stage and then go for, another Lycoris. From here, you can do multiple different choices. You could go, summon my Candina. You can either search for the other Lycoris, and then, bam, I'm going to special summon both and do my 3rd summon and search for reincarnation. Or you can go, I want to have Candina in my hand at the very end of this, and I'll make sure to do that. So I'm going to go, summon my Candina a 2nd time, search for that reincarnation, bounce it back, summon it a 3rd time, search for Lycoris, bounce it back, and you've got Candina in your hand for next turn. So that's not an OTK, but you do burn them for quite a bit, because it's 400, 400, 400. They're already taking, that's just on their first draw. And so then you just activate Reincarnation. It's 12, 12, 12. So you are getting a pretty spicy hand right there. Then for this last combo, it's pretty much the extender combo of this, and it's purely and simply just having Darkroom of Nightmare. So let's say we've got, you got a really nice hand. You got double Darkroom of Nightmare, Light Stage, you got, hell, let's say another Light Stage, and for your final card, let's say Chain Summoning. So let's say even if you got your entire hand was spells, and you're like, oh god, all my hand is spells, this ain't gonna work well. You know what, go Chain Summon it, you go activate Light Stage. Now hell, even if you activate Light Stage and you know what, they go, okay fine, I'm gonna Ghost Ogre it, fine, chain it with Chain Summoning. Doesn't matter, you're still gonna get that special summon. You don't get the first search, but you still get a special summon. But let's say this goes off perfectly. So you get that Light Stage, and you want to be searching, of course, for your absolutely beautiful Candina. So once you get your Candina into your hand, just going to be using this one. Yeah. Once you get that Candina into your hand, you activate that other Light Stage, goes to the grave, and you search for a Ygobros. From here, you know what we're doing. We're doing the same combos we did last time. We want to go Candina, chain with Ygobros, chain with Chain Summoning. Wait for it to resolve. Bam. Then you're going to search for a Reincarnation. From here, you're going to summon Candina again. You're going to search for that Ygobros, special summon Ygobros, and then summon Candina a third time to search for another one. So you've got 3 Ygobros on the field, double Darkroom of Nightmare, and 1 Reincarnation. So as long as they don't have a Ghost Ogre or like Twin Twisters, here's where you can win the game very easily. Because as soon as they draw, they're taking well over 1,000 damage off each Ygobros. Because how it works is, you've got 200, plus the 200 here, plus 3, right? And then you've got another one, so that's 1,600 damage 3 times. Then you activate Reincarnation, they've got 12, 12, 12, 200, 200, 200, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 3, 3, 3. I mean, it's absolutely insane. The amount of chains that you do off this is just absolutely insane. And it's just an OTK, absolutely incredible combo, and that's why I love this deck. So I really hope you guys do love it too. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up on this video. I want to also say a big thank you to the amazing, the incredible Creative Duelist for having me on his channel. I really hope you guys did like me being on his channel. And if you want to check out more of my content, go to check out my channel. I'm pretty sure the amazing, the incredible Creative Duelist will be putting a link to it in the description down below. But before I sign off, once again, I want to say a big thank you to the Creative Duelist. As always, he's an absolute legend. And till the next one, I hope everyone just keeps on smiling, enjoy the game of YuGiOh itself, and that of course ends it for me, the Joker, and I'll see you next time, everybody.